been riding my motorcycle.
I forgot you have a
What
motorcycle.
kind of motorcycle do you have?
I have a Triumph.
Oh, cool.
And then people are telling me that I'm on this Lollapalooza documentary that's on TV, but I haven't watched it because I don't want to see myself. So that's what.
Where you're like, it was crazy, and then they go to the next.
No, I've told you I figured out the documentary formula, right?
Yeah, you just say things like that. You're
Yeah.
like, no one could believe it.
Yeah. Or the thing about Lollapalooza is they took it on the road.
Yeah.
And that's boom.
No one ever did that.
Yeah. But you were on tour. You just played arenas.
Yeah, opening for Tenacious D in Ireland,
It's insanity.
Scotland. Yeah.
Honestly, watching.
That's my preferred format, I have to say.
The arena.
Arenas. Like, though, I mean, right after that, I did 4 nights at Soho Theatre, like my own show in London, and that was considerably smaller than an arena. And those were equally fun, but it's totally different. Arenas. I think arenas is it's the most fun.
Do you have to be broader? Like, do you have to go way broader?
I think it's equally broad. You mean the physicality of it? Yeah, grand jet. No, same. I think that but there's just more room, like, to dance around in a sexy manner if you want. And I did a show in Kenya once, in Nairobi, and arguably nothing I said worked with them. It was like the biggest bombing I've ever. It was like
exquisite.
It was like I was texting my girlfriend because she loves a great show, but equally loves a horrible one. So if she knows, like, she's gotten on planes, she'll get on a plane to see if she knows it's going to be great,
or if she knows you're just going to shit the bed.
Like, she came to the last of the U.S. tour, the Tenacious D tour we did last fall. She came to the last one. She's like, that's going to be amazing. But at the same time, when I got asked to open for Snoop Dogg at Austin City Limits, she's like, oh, I'm coming to that. That's going to be horrible. Like, it was amazing, but it was like, and she's like, no, it was great. But it was like 2,000 people, 500, a great reaction, 1,500. Like, why is that guy testing the microphones for so long? Why is he up there? But Nairobi, I mean, that was like, it was so. I think that they were like, why
was it
is
just like
this
dead
guy?
silent the whole time?
They not just dead silence, but they were looking at each other like, what is he? What? I would say things and they'd be like, what? Like, looking at each other like, wow, how could, not like shock, like I was saying something like, ooh, edgy. They were just like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then the only time I got like a big laugh from the whole crowd was when I said, I'm just going to do like 45 minutes longer. And then the whole, it was a little place in Kenya. It was like this, like little, it was like 50 or 100 people or something. But that was kind of amazing. Like, I was psyched to have done it. And then I was texting my girlfriend. I'm like, oh, you missed like the all-time best/worst show I've ever done.
So we have Karina Rykman coming in today, who's pretty awesome. She's like basically a force of nature. She plays bass, she plays guitar, she plays drums. I've seen her play drums. She fronts her band.
Yeah. And their band is called her name.
Yes.
Karina Rykman, and that's the way to do it.
What the heck are you guys doing?
Yeah. She's
Dave and Tom band.
Yeah. She guests on the Seth Meyers show. You've probably seen her on there. She does all kinds of stuff. Trey Anastasio from Fish produced her record.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she grew up with his kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all kinds of crazy
shit. We should ask her this when she comes.
But she's
like, no, I'll ask her.
Yeah, she's
outside.
A frothing cauldron of talent. Imagine a world where only guitars mattered.
I did a show Friday. The monitors, like, I ended up, first I flipped them away and then I kicked them off the stage.
That's better than asking for somebody to change the setting.
I had asked once and I was like, I'm not going to mention this again. So I flipped them and it kept feeding back. So then I just kicked them off the stage, but not like in an angry jerk. Like, I tried to do it as like daintily as I could. It's kind of like, and then after
dainty
the show, the guy, because it's like comedy show and I'm playing guitars and stuff, like I was like, hey, sorry about that with the monitors. And he's like, oh, I didn't know if it was real. I thought it was part of the show when you were complaining. I mean, that's the problem with my shows, is that as people always, when there's technical difficulties, people think that it's part of the show. I'm like, no.
Does it make it easier?
I'm dying up here.
No, it was
it makes it harder.
Yeah.
Anyway, in summation, the monitors were off and the PA was feeding back because it was so loud.
You kept your pride, you know, like that's how you keep your pride. Kicking instead of asking.
Yeah. Well,
that's how I.
Well, because I don't like to. I don't
ask for anything.
Yeah.
I ask for something. We're not. Are we? No, we're good. This is just the pre. We're just.
Oh no, we're rolling.
Really? Oh, great.
This is the whole show.
Great.
This is
perfect. That's how I do it. I kick too. Yeah, instead of ask.
Where do you live? Brooklyn, New York?
Now, well, okay. This is a sensitive subject.
No addresses.
No addresses.
I won't give out the.
We cannot provide security.
Thank God. I'm a born and bred Manhattanite, yes. Right? And I sort of I live and die for Manhattan. I have a 212 cell phone number. It's my strongest asset.
Whoa.
I will be selling that.
That's serious.
In like 25 years, you know. And I'll buy you all a boat. I'll buy you all a fucking boat. But
212. That's
I just moved in with the aforementioned Johnny to Williamsburg in the last couple months. So now things are different. This is a big leap, you know.
How is it?
This is huge.
I cannot even believe I'm going on the record and saying it because it's you know, the Manhattan thing, big part of my identity, big part, you know. So it's a little incongruous with how I see myself, but it's also really wonderful and great. So
Karina went to school a block from where I grew up.
Correct.
And where I live now.
We just found. Are you an Upper West Sider to this day?
I'm back.
You're back. I think I'll be back eventually, you know. As long as I come back across the river, I'll be fine. But I think, you know, that's sort of
It's pretty weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, being back in your childhood?
In the building I grew up in?
Oh,
yeah.
I won't do that. That's wow.
I would be too traumatized.
Yeah, tell me more.
Don't do that.
I wouldn't do that. Wow. No.
Wait, so
really?
Can I ask you a question as a kid who grew up in New York City?
Yeah, dude.
So I grew up in New York City during the crack epidemic. So, but I was also
like style.
I was not slinging.
No,
but
you don't have to lie.
But as a kid in New York, I was like a fucking wild animal after like 14 because like my parents, they're like, we don't care, there's subways. Were you basically like, I'm hearing, the reason I'm asking is like, you're going to the music building, which is like in the most fucked up neighborhood in New York.
There was just a shooting there like a month ago.
But like
in the building?
Yeah.
But would you just go? Like, could you take, like, as a kid, were you free to roam the city or not?
Absolutely. Well, I was 14 at that point. I was roaming the city by 11.
So yeah.
And I started my first punk band, meaning my first band, when I was in 8th grade, and that was called False Arrest.
Whoa,
and False Arrest
that's really good.
Across the street at Smash Studios. You know
oh yeah.
And that the big story there was like, you know, I got my first electric guitar for my 12th birthday. And, you know, they tried to sell us a gig bag, right? And my mom was like, gig bag? Gonna take this out of the apartment? I was just like, I hope to. I don't know. And she's like, all right, we get the gig bag. And then like 2 weeks later, I like, you know, learned power chords and, you know, we started a band and whatever. And I was like, we were super industrious little 12, 13-year-old kids, like with our little things going down from the Upper West Side to like the shittiest neighborhood with the most fucked up, talk about like, just crackheads and weird shit going on.
Yeah, we practice
this like
the band we're in together. Practices at Smash, and it's still like
it's still fucked
dicey.
up. In 2008, it was like kind of it's not good, you know. So there and just, you know, we were.
But you're going alone
with my dear friends, you know,
but you were
in the
free.
band.
You were free.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. We were going down to St. Mark's, place, all of that. But I was very clean. Like I did crazy shit. Like we saw, like, you know, after a certain point, I was seeing so much live music. If I wasn't playing music, I was seeing it.
Okay.
You know, and my parents were super cool about all that. But I never touched a drug. I never drank. I was very, very like straight and narrow in that way. Lunatic otherwise.
Right.
But you know what I mean? That's sort of.
So that was the balance. So they knew you weren't.
And I was honest. You know what I mean? And they're cool as hell, like in their way.
Are they rockers? Your parents?
No, sir.
No.
They're academics.
Oh.
They're intellectuals. Yeah, they teach at Columbia. They, my dad's like a philosopher. He like writes books and gives lectures. Yeah, no, it's some different shit.
So he
it's
doesn't.
some different shit. But they love what I do. They love that I love this. You know what I mean? And they come to the shows.
Nice.
They get down.
Yeah.
It's all good. But no, there was no rock and roll in the household other than once I found
Rockin'.
We have two
What was
people
the
here right
first
now.
Song?
Oh, sorry. Go
What
ahead.
was the first song that you learned?
Seven Nation Army.
Okay.
My bandmate in False Arrest, he put an acoustic guitar in my hands during recess and was like, he taught me Seven Nation Army. And I was like, wait,
I can do that.
So that was the first thing you played on guitar.
that was it. And then I was completely tunnel vision for the rest of the world henceforth.
That's another thing. I mean, this is we need to talk about bass, but 7-string guitars, I'm against them.
You and me both, intrinsically. And
but where do you
I've
stand on
refused
the?
a bunch of orders for those.
You
No
can.
matter.
I
I'm
just
not gonna-
think it's like, well, where do you stand on the 5-string bass?
it's a hot button topic, and I'm ready to
I
ready to
made
go
one.
deep. Did you make one?
I made one.
And or did you?
I didn't know it was going to be a 5-string when I ordered it. And then it turned out when I had to make it, it was a 5-string, and I said, "Okay, I'll do it."
How did
Just
you
for the
miss that?
experience.
Like, how did you?
Terrible.
I don't know. I mean, some people will put an order in with me and say, "Okay, I want like a telly or something."
Right.
And then the time comes and they're like, "Actually, I want like a jazz master or some kind of like." They'll give me a picture of whatever body shape they might want that doesn't even exist.
Right.
That I have to make. So
And then
I made one though.
sacrilegious.
But-
Sacrilegious.
Where do you?
Where I stand, so here's the thing. So in this world that I've sort of found myself in the jam band, little sphere that I'm in at this point, a little bit, whatever.
It's a good sphere to be in.
It's not the worst, but we can't. Let's not
Because you
pigeonhole.
can play a song and then just play it longer.
Dude, and then the first song can last 3 hours, and then
Yeah.
everybody, says goodnight.
Yeah.
No, so it's a big thing in this world. It's a big thing. So, Mike Gordon, bass player from Fish, he plays 5. Phil Lesh, Grateful Dead, he plays 6. Calm down. Dave Schools,
I think-
Widespread Panic.
I
He
think
plays
that's okay.
5.
Well, the problem is when you get to the 5 and 6-string bass,
Yeah.
eventually they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna sit on a stool for the show, and then they're like, I'm gonna wear. There's all these
It's a
other
slippery
things.
slope.
Like, what if we got a keyboard player?
Right. No, it's a lot of things.
Nothing against keyboard players, but there's a lot of things can go wrong.
Sure.
I think the only setting for a 5-string bass is if you're playing in a salsa band, so you go, and then
Just kind of cool.
that's cool.
Well, I'll say this on I will never play a 5-string bass.
That's what I
will
wanted
never
to
do
hear.
it. Absolutely not. I mean, you've seen, I've had to borrow one here and there, and I'd be like, oh,
We've all done
it's
things.
fine.
We've
So there's photos of me doing it. So
So
don't think
should
somebody
start, like, blowing you up.
don't
later,
Google
like,
me.
hey,
Be like, oh, she did
I
do
fact-checked
it.
this.
She was in the Virgin Islands at the bar band, and she was playing a 5. It's like, well, yeah, totally.
But what happens though, like, when like Dave Schools and Mike Gordon hear this and they're like, why are you talking shit?
They know.
They know
know.
where you stand.
Oh, very much so. Very
Wow.
much so. And so like when I, and I hang out with those guys, and they're very supportive of me being very fundamental in my, 4-string commitment.
I
to the
respect it.
I would-
And Dave from Ween, he's the one, he was like, Karina, if I ever see you playing a fucking 5-string,
Yeah.
I'll kill you. And I'm like, you know what? I get that, because there's no that for me. It's not, I don't do that. You know what I mean? It's just not, I don't know. And by the way, sometimes when I do play a 5-string and I hear those low notes, I'm like, oh, shit, that's why they do it. Okay, it's pretty sick, but also absolutely not. We don't do that.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
been,
Not
I'm
here.
surprised because
No,
you use all
not
like
right.
those pedals to get lower
Correct.
octaves and stuff. So you're like flirting with it.
Well, I like low shit, dude.
She's got like these low octave pedals and
Well,
fucking-
yeah, I mean, we all have
Well,
octave
that's
pedals.
Gangster. Yeah.
You gotta have octave.
Right, but like
But otherwise, it just feels very, I don't know. For me, like, look, I mean, I grew up playing like rock and punk and metal and like,
Proper music.
stuff that, so we don't have to like be
Right.
complicating our lives here with the whole like B. Like, I got and then I'm doing math.
Yeah. Plus,
Forget
like, it's
it.
like,
What?
Yeah. And then,
my
Yeah.
thing is
You're
like,
right.
if you're
And you
going
have
to
to
have,
carry the 2 all the time.
yeah.
You can't be carrying the 2. Oh, what note is this?
Plus, you got to mute that
Yeah.
string like 90% of the time.
'Cause
That's
I'm
the most
usually-
annoying
yeah.
thing.
Because when you want to chug on an E,
Right.
which I'm sure we've all been known to do this,
you got to chug on an E.
when you're chugging the E and you have a B in the way,
Yeah.
what's good? Nothing about this is fun for me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's-
So I don't know. It's just not the answer for me. And listen, I was a little harsh before.
No,
Oh.
I would argue you weren't harsh
Okay,
enough.
thank you, Dave. Why don't you know what? I'm not disparaging anybody who plays a 5, 6, 12, Is there nothing sacred
What about
anymore?
where do you stand
What-
on the Chapman stick?
I would
She has
love...
one in her studio.
Yeah,
I'm
come
pro
on.
stick,
I'd like to beat
I've
that
never
thing
played
once.
one.
I've never done it, yeah. No,
but I like that it's out there.
I like that Les Claypool thing. What's that, the whamola or whatever? Is that a Chapman stick? No, it's not. It's a
The
whamola.
fuck is a whammo?
Dude, you should Google this. This is I don't know, dude, but it's cool. It's like blah, 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 blah. That South Park shit. Like he's
Oh.
beating that.
Oh.
That's a whamola.
I think so. I think so. I don't know. I like that. Not for him. I couldn't pull that off. But I'm glad that he does. It's cool as hell.
Yeah. Well, he's amazing.
No kidding. No kidding.
Just to circle back.
Yeah.
So you did or did like I'm like, whoa.
I know.
Alex Skolnick.
So Alex Skolnick, at the rock school that I went to.
In the music building.
Yeah.
At Tomato School of Rock.
Yeah, he would come in as like a guest, and he hosted a show called Louder Education, where it was all of us kids like playing. We'd like pick a set list. We played like The Preacher by Testament, like and whatever, and we'd play with him, and we'd play Souls of Black and all this cool
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
And so, I met him through that, and then very quickly we became good pals. And I did a lot of like video work for him. And when Testament put out The Dark Roots of Earth in 2012, I was like in the studio filming him, doing all this shit and editing.
Oh my gosh.
I had my hands in a lot of different shit back then. And still to this day, like, I'm just like a bit like, I want to be around music.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and now I play it for a living, which is like the pinnacle of like, I never thought it would get to that.
Right.
Never, ever. And I played my ass off as a kid. I was in 5 Man's Going Nowhere. I never thought I would like be able to like actually do this for my life. But so far so good. I'm knocking on wood for those who are not watching this and just listening. But I was videoing in the studio. I worked at a concert promoter for 7.5 years,
Wait, what one?
Rocks Off.
I was going to guess Rock Stuff.
I know. We
Hey.
have a lot going on here. Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the
A lot.
boat?
I
Is that
was
the
like-
boat?
I worked on those boats for.
I was
for
like, it
7.5
has
years.
to be Rock Stuff.
I
as
was
soon
the
as you said
GM
it.
of Rocksoft. I started working for.
This is
JM.
amazing.
No, like that. Yeah, like there's
Yeah,
been
I
a
love
lot.
I love all these.
Was there a
guys.
Bad Brains Rocks Off on the
Oh, yeah.
boat?
There
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. There was a lot.
And I think it was like when HR was like peak
Peak manic.
alienating / amazing behavior.
Right. It was right before my tenure. Right before I started. But I remember when it happened. And I was
Wait,
like,
so we
That's
need
when I
to
went to
talk
his
bass.
Murphy's.
yeah, you like, yeah.
Bass.
Do it?
Well, because I'm very
I'm curious, actually.
You want to see? You
I
want to
wanna
see
see the
old
bass.
reliable? This is like.
so
Goldie
you
Hawn, dude.
you're mainly bass these days, right?
I am
to
now.
according to my tireless
Extensive research.
Tireless.
And
Round
I've
of
been a long time fan. I follow you on Instagram and watch, and I'm like, I think bass.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's because I'm a decent guitar player and a unique bass player.
You're a great
I
bass
think
player.
that's what happened to me. Well, what really happened, I joined a gentleman named Marco Benevento's band when I was 22. And that was a very big deal. That was like the gig that changed everything for me. And that's why people like pay any attention to me at all, And I was like, oh shit, I'm a bass player now. Oh wow. Like, and then I just committed to the vibe.
But
you know?
like I had not. I was in similarly, but not really. Because I was always a guitar player, and then my first band that like stayed together longer than a week.
Yeah.
It formed in
Cobra
college.
Verde?
No, Cobra
Oh.
Verde was later.
Okay.
And that I just joined. I was in that for a little bit, and but my first band I formed like when I was 18, that kept going. Me and my buddy Tim Parnan, we had this band called Sons of Elvis. So horrible / great.
No, I
band.
like that.
But we formed this band in college, and we were both guitar players, but we didn't have like half stacks or any big cool amps that we wanted to have. We had a solid state Marshall combo with a 12-inch speaker, and then for reasons that I don't understand, I bought a Galen Kruger guitar head and some random 12-inch cabinet some guy made in his basement or something.
I think Iron Maiden used those on.
And it was
Yeah,
like,
right.
anyway, all by way of saying, like, you couldn't feel the guitar, like it wasn't like thunderous. And so and also because we were both guitar players, we would trade playing bass,
Right.
and be like, you play guitar, and so you'd be like relegated to bass.
Right.
But then one weekend, literally, I just sat around my apartment playing bass, and I just like physically made the transition from I'm playing the bass now.
Right.
And then even with little amps, you can feel the bass. And we were practicing like in apartments in the Bronx because we went to Fordham, and like you could feel the bass shaking the apartment. And then you'd switch to guitar and be like, I can't even hear it.
Nothing. So tinny.
Yeah. So I became just full-time bass player for years.
Wow. Look at that. I didn't know that.
And then I switched when I had to sing just out of default.
Sure.
And then I was like, well, I'll play guitar again. But which goes to the next anyway.
Dave is a very, very, very good. I've recorded 5 records with you
I
where you
think
played all the
so.
bass,
Playing bass?
He's
My bad?
Most of the bass.
and guitar, but like his bass playing.
Yeah. Big.
And
I
he's
want to
yelling at Tom in the background.
Yeah, but like
This
the
is huge.
but the bass, he's like the bass is actually kind of like the melodic instrument in
Right.
a lot of ways.
Well,
Yeah.
I think of
Yeah.
the bit, and I don't know if I accomplished this,
Sure.
but my thinking about bass, aside from it having to do the job of being the bass, I think of it as also the backup vocalist in
Thank
the
you.
group.
Yes. No, I would agree with that, and I like that you say that. It's sort of it's a very bizarre, like where the things that you can do with the bass versus guitar in that, like when you think about it like that, it's very interesting.
Yeah, and you do a ton of melodic playing, bass
Thank you,
playing.
pal. Thank you.
Yeah,
I try. I
we're
don't know.
the best.
We rule. Did you read about this? We rule. Yeah. No, I like the bass. The bass is good. And now, I play guitar. I write on guitar like a motherfucker, you know. And I've played guitar on Seth Meyers a ton in the last 2 years, like as a sub. And I'm always like, oh wow, you guys want me to play guitar? Okay, like yeah, you guys know that like. You know, I get around. I'm, you know, you'd probably be like, oh, Karina, you're selling yourself short. But like, I was like, y'all know that like I like transitioned, right? to 4 strings, you know? But anyway, you know, so that was pretty amazing. And I do that. And, you know,
Are you still doing that? Are you still?
When they call, absolutely.
How much notice do you get?
Depends. Sometimes the day before.
Whoa.
Yeah. But I did it like 2 weeks ago on bass. I've lost track of time. I don't know. You know, we do it on bass, we do it a little on guitar, whatever. I've had guitar gigs in the last 8 years, you know. I played guitar with Julia Michaels, that pop star on the Today Show. That was cool.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Like out when they do it when you're outside.
It wasn't outside. It was in the studio. It would have been cool. I wanted it to be outside.
That's what I mean, I've never played on the Today Show, but I'm hoping eventually to be asked to back some country singer that I've never heard of, who's massive.
Yeah.
That's what my experience of the Today Show is like. This is obviously one of the most popular musicians on earth singing right now.
I know you've never heard of them.
Oh yeah. No, you and me both. That's
I
how,
never know. There was a
with it.
time.
It's unbelievable.
There was years ago. I would turn on the TV, and I probably said this before on this incredible show, but if I would turn on the TV and not know who an artist was, I would just listen to the lyrics and I'd be like, they're singing about Jesus. They're Christian. I was like, if they were Christian rock, I didn't know who it was, but that was the only time I wouldn't know. And now Grandpa doesn't know anything.
so hard to know what they're saying up there. What are they?
It is. I'm like, unless
What
it's
are
like
they doing?
Warren
What are they saying?
Haynes, I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Because he lets you know that his soul is shining. And,
Yeah, he's there. You're
When he
like, there's
tells you.
Warren Haynes.
Yeah, totally. Thank you. That's
So
my.
I don't know
opinion
why.
of
I don't know
knowing.
why I dragged Warren Haynes into this.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Can I ask you a quick before we talk about bass? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
so like
We're touching on a lot of stuff.
We're going-
It's gonna be hard to
it's
edit.
good, but
We haven't even started recording.
Can we-
yet
yeah, can we
either, which
start
is
now?
the problem.
Um,
Boom.
That's the sync clap.
Okay. How did you start musics?
yeah.
So music. Let me tell y'all something about how I started musics. I are you gonna ask me
I was
something?
gonna ask you a question. No, but so you know how like for Broadway shows when you go into sub, like you use the guitar. You use the whole. Did you know this? Yeah.
I'm
What are you
assuming if
talking
you're playing
about?
guitar, you're
No,
using
no,
the
no,
guitar,
no. When
yeah.
you go play like when you sub at a Broadway show, because
Never
it's
done this.
all so
Never done
set up
Okay.
that you go in and you use the other person's shit
Oh, okay. Okay.
because it's so like dialed in.
Okay.
But like when you show up there, do you bring your stuff?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, especially, I mean, like, you know, and like I'm saying, yes.
Yes.
It's a big answer is yes, because you know, your girl, like, you know, I like when I play bass on that show, fucking yeah, I got this shit, no problem. We're chilling. Yeah. Throw it at me. I'm good. Guitar, I'm like, oh my god. Oh, no. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? I have this shit like in my ears. Tracy Morgan tried to buy my Explorer on the air.
The white one?
The white one. You've seen this.
You should have.
No, I haven't. I saw it with Larry David, I think.
Okay, there you go.
I
I was playing guitar on that one too.
total guitar recall.
Oh, that's sick.
He does actually.
Total guitar
It's like a
recall.
form of autism.
It is.
I like that.
Yeah.
I have dude, this is great. This is great. Yeah, no, that was my first like real guitar. Was this it was for my 14th birthday, the white Gibson Explorer that I wanted to write "Eat Fuck" on to be like Hatfield, but I didn't. I fucking didn't.
You should.
I
Well, now,
should've.
how much
It's
did
never
you
too
sell it to
late. It's
Tracy
never too
for?
late.
You know, it's fucked up that you said it because honestly, I'm like, going back. Okay, so here's what happened with that. Hot story. On the show, you're wearing in-ears, right? You
Yeah.
read about this? You hear
Do they
about
fuck
this?
with you on those or not?
Yeah, big time. And I have more great stories about that. They fuck with me constantly. But so I have the in-ears, blah, blah, blah. And they play you a little snippet of what you're about to play while the guest is talking to Seth, right? So they're playing you a little something to remind you of the song that you wrote that morning. So
Crazy.
during that exact moment where Tracy literally goes, "How much you selling that guitar for?" They're playing me some bullshit in my ears, and I didn't hear it, and I had no idea he was talking to me. And thank God, because they panned to me. The camera pans, and
what are you
I'm
doing?
thank God because
Like
I'm
you're
just
blank?
I'm a smiley broad. I'm always smiley, so I'm just like. Thank God. And I look like I'm like
Right.
interacting with my huge boy over there, but I'm not.
Oh my God.
And then he's like, you know, she ever got on crack, she'd sell that for $20. I need to buy a guitar. Like, you know, I'm like part of this whole
Whole
bit.
thing.
No
idea.
fucking clue. And then I go home on the couch, probably playing that Taylor with old Johnny Toothache over here. You know what I mean? And we're watching it, and Johnny's like, "You didn't tell me you
were
were
in a bit?"
brought into the bit." I was like, "I didn't know." And I'm rewinding. I'm like, "Oh, this is
What a
insane."
trip.
So that was a bit of a trip. And then that's the other thing. The producer of that show, shout out Eric Lederman,
I know Eric.
Wonderful
He's a buddy
human.
of mine, yeah.
wonderful human, big metalhead, right?
Yeah.
Like your girl. But as we discussed, it's not all I like. And we're a little bit ensconced in this jam-centric world, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And especially on guitar, a lot of, you know, it just like it sounds like Dickie Betts sometimes. Like it just comes out like a little bit like Blue Sky, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like it's gonna, once in a while, like it's gonna be a fucking major pentatonic
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
sometimes, right? So like, you know, I'll be doing a little of that and then end the commercial break song. And then Eric just goes, Karina.
Nice.
And he puts his peace signs up and shakes his head no to tell me stop sounding like a fucking jam band. And I'm like,
he's
yo,
against it.
he's super anti, super.
Why?
You fucking tell me, man. I think we could all
What does he want you to do?
He wants me to sound like Dimebag, which I do the other fucking 45% of the time. A shitty version. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm either playing like the domination solo or I'm playing Blue Sky. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you have a guitar with a Floyd?
It's one of the hugest regrets of my life that I don't.
Wait, you don't?
No, I want to. No, can I borrow one of the?
Are you gonna? I have.
Yeah. You
Too
mind?
many of them.
Can
but
you
yet
teach
not
me how
enough.
to do like the dime squeal and stuff like that? Because I used to, my boyfriend, my high school boyfriend had the dime
Razorback?
guitar. Yeah.
He's got
I have
two.
two.
Yeah, I know. Can I like maybe after this we like
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
little- all right, cool.
I mean, because you can't.
I want
Sort of the problem is, yeah, you can't really. I kind of have to swap them out. I can't have them both in full rotation.
Sure. Yeah. You go this one, that one.
He's got one with floral fabric on the top of it.
Well, twirl, which
We like
was
this.
I
We like
kind of
this a lot.
regret it a little bit. Yeah, because it doesn't. I got it because I was like, I have this twirl jumpsuit, and I was like, I wanted to match that jumpsuit, but now it's like, well, you can only really play it with that jumpsuit.
And you can
Right.
never sell it.
Of course not.
Well,
Flag
I wouldn't.
immediately.
I wouldn't sell it because it's actually Delaney Guitars. Mike Delaney in Texas got a hold of very quickly. If I haven't talked about this already, he got a hold of like some shop was making the USA Custom Shop Dean's. The intersection of money and questionable taste. No, I'm just kidding. But edit that out.
Cancel.
But they made these. They were making like the bodies, and so they were just the bodies like fretted, and then he finished it, with everything, and so it's called the Delaney bag or the Dime Laney.
We love this.
Yeah,
Literally love
and then the other one I have is a Razor Bolt.
Ooh.
Which is what Dimebag drew before he died, and he never played it. And to my knowledge, I'm the only person that's ever played them
Come
on
on.
stage.
Did you know that your manager was Dimebag's publicist?
No, actually. Really?
Yeah. He's the one who called me that
Damage
night.
Plan era?
Yeah, he's the one who called me.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I remember.
Why? He tells me nothing. I
Oh my
I've got to
gosh.
pry this information out of
He's
it.
like, dude, yeah.
Dude, that's
He was
fucked
at the funeral.
No, he wasn't.
He was at Dime's funeral.
Nick Stern was at Dimebag's funeral.
Yes.
I'm calling him after this immediately. This is hot goss. This brings a whole new meaning to December 8th.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, I like that you have that recall.
Oh, I'm
December
deep.
8th.
I'm deep.
She's building a bass with a Kaler.
Come
Cindy's building a bass with a
Building
Kaler.
Is
a
it for me?
tremolo bass. It's 30-inch scale, leather face.
It's for you.
You gotta
Did she
combine
say
it right.
Leatherface?
Leatherface.
Oh, shout out the band Leatherface.
Yeah.
Davey, where you at, dude? That's very sick. That is very sick. I like so
Do you have a Kaler on a bass?
No.
Do you want a Kaler on a bass?
Yes. She's building
gotta-
it for
you
me.
gotta-
She's just
you
not
gotta-
inventing it. Like
You gotta
it's literally.
come try it.
I would like that.
It'll be done probably within a week or so.
Oh, dude,
So.
call your girl. I'll be right over. This is
Yeah.
great. Yeah, no, I want a
too
bass
far.
with all the fucked up shit on it. Like, I want it all.
Yeah.
That's what I said to this guy. I'll pull this out of the bag in a minute so you guys
Yeah.
can see. But hang on. Let's get there.
All right.
Let's get there. So, small hands, like a carny,
Sure.
or a small female. I don't know. Anyway,
May I?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like I want to see.
Oh, I knew this was
Oh.
going to happen.
Wait,
Carny.
No. It's like she has
wait.
Oh.
Oh, tiny.
She has small hands. Ladies and gentlemen, she has small
Everybody,
hands.
let's just,
Okay.
confirm the rumors are true. So 34-inch scale on a bass guitar is large for me.
Right.
Large.
What is normal scale on a
That is.
Because I don't know.
That is 34.
34.
Correct. So
That's
like a
30.
Fender
Okay.
P bass, you know what I'm saying? A normal one
Right.
is 34 inches. So to get to that F,
Forget it.
it's like fucking Timbuktu, dude.
Yeah.
I can't get there. So okay. So right. So we're trying to do that. I
If you had a 5-string, it'd be closer.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
You
Tom.
sound like Mike Gordon. All right. Yeah. Anyway, who is a dear friend and I love him. Thank you, Mike. Anyway, we play this Fender P bass from 1978 for like 3 years.
It's the Royal We?
Me, yeah.
Oh, you.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need to? No, she, we.
We.
You know, I'm talking about myself.
Yes.
Cool, good talk. Sorry, you didn't know you'd have a
Tom
mentally
gets
ill.
destroyed.
That's what the clickbait title of this show.
Yeah.
Is what? Listen to Tom get destroyed.
Tom gets destroyed. Sorry, Tom. I didn't mean to destroy
No,
you
it's
by
good. I just
referring to
remembered.
myself as we.
Tom gets destroyed.
So we, aka me, Karina. I'm playing my '78 Fender P bass.
Whoa, that was your first bass?
That was my first, this is a big lie. No, my first real bass, where I was like, yo, this is
Charvel.
No.
Five-string.
Well, I had I don't count that. I don't count that. Sorry. Don't call me. Anyway, Rickenbacker, the big, the fucking, the Lemmy, the Getty.
style.
Yeah. Because I was,
Was it a Getty thing or a Lemmy thing?
It was a both.
Okay.
It was a both. I'm very good to go for both. You know what I mean? Yeah. So whatever. We play that for a while. But then when I get the Marco gig, the aforementioned Marco gig, I was like, okay, I need something with more low end to play dancey, funky music. You know what I'm saying? So me and Dave Dreiwitz from Ween, again, big patron saint of my life. The reason I get that gig, I go with him. We find the 78 P bass. I buy it. Unbelievable. Great. Heavy. Very, very heavy. Destroying your girl. And I jump around like a lunatic. And I'm 22 and crippled.
Have you weighed it?
100,000 pounds, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
I have a
What?
I have a fucking luggage weigher.
Yeah.
I weigh all my guitars.
Does it go up to 100,000?
Why?
That's how much this bass got.
Why do I weigh my guitars?
Yeah.
I
Because-
weigh stuff if
Because
people ask me.
Telecaster should be 7 pounds and Strat should be 7.5 pounds and Les Paul should be 9 or under.
Why
if you-
should they
if they're
be?
already
I've made
at
stuff
home.
at 4.5.
I have problems.
4.7.
No.
It's so hard to be from the Upper West Side. Yeah, it really screws you
Yeah.
up. No, I don't have a scale in my... I don't own a scale. I don't
Me
weigh myself.
neither.
I don't weigh my fucking
Tom-
guitars, dude.
Tom,
Yeah, they're all
you got
heavy.
one in your
Too heavy.
bag?
Tom,
You got one in your bag, don't you?
I brought my
Yes, you
basses.
do.
We can weigh them right here.
Let's
Oh,
weigh
my
'em.
God, you see
They look
girls-
heavy.
I'm touring the country/world with this bass that's breaking my spirit. And I'm like,
Are you
I'm
getting
dying.
any hand problems with it, like left arm shit?
Probably.
Right.
Probably. I blocked that out because my back's so fucked up. I don't know what's going on with my hands or arms, but I'm just like, wow, after the
Right.
gig, I'm in so much pain, whatever. And then the beauty of my life, this gentleman, Zeke Guitars, okay? We don't even know where this guy comes from, except I do, and it's Pennsylvania.
Oh.
His website is oddly non-active at the moment.
He's like a 6th generation woodworker. He's like, my daddy was a woodworker, and my daddy's daddy was a woodworker, and he's fucking awesome, this guy. His name's Zach Yanarella. And whatever. So he built a bunch of stuff for Dean Ween and for Dave Dreiwitz, he knows me from Ween, basically, and whatever. And then he gets in touch with me in the summer of 2019, and he says, Karina, I'd like to build you your dream bass. What is it? And I say, oh my God, I think I'm famous. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. But I said, thank you, God. And I said, oh my God, dude, hi, what's going on? My name's Karina. You see, I love this Fender P bass, but it's crippling me. And it's too fucking long to reach the F, So I basically want this Fender P bass, but lighter, shorter scale, whiter, golder, drop D hip shot, gold hardware, Lindy Fralin,
Wait.
flat wounds, carry the
shot.
tube.
No wonder you don't need a 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, is it? And you have
Yeah,
it here
it's here.
now?
Well, just wait.
Well,
So
okay.
then, I'm like, okay, who knows? And Dave from Ween, he's telling, oh yeah, Zach's the best. He's gonna build you a sick bass.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, dude.
Free or are you paid for
Free.
it? Okay.
You can't say that. That's so
Talking
rude.
I always ask him.
But it was free anyway. And I'll tell you what, it's not free for anyone but me. So
You
go
can't-
buy one.
I know.
no.
I always
About-
need to know.
Oh,
No, you
Tom.
can't. That's like
So indiscreet.
It's part of my.
You want to know how much I weigh?
Yeah,
You want to
but
know how much I weigh?
No.
we
115.
We can't put it in the. We
Soaking
can't
wet.
put it.
Sorry, what?
No, but you can't put. Yeah,
It's unfucking believable, this guy. Anyway,
I know.
so
but that's what I told him. He's like, you can't.
can we fire him?
I'm
I'm joining the Axe Lawrence
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, later, dude. Good,
He's
great to
out.
meet you, man. Anyway, good talk. So he builds me that.
Destroyed again.
Oh, by the way,
Just Tom.
by the way, Tom, it's made out of Karina wood.
I was going to ask you
Oh.
if you have anything out of Karina.
I literally want to throw this against the wall. I'm so excited. That's what I'm
That's
so
crazy.
excited.
Did he do that
earlier.
intentionally, or was
Yes.
it like an afterthought?
No, this was intentional.
I thought Karina you could only use as top wood.
No.
What do I know?
Sydney.
Flying V's
No,
are
no,
great.
no, no, no.
Oh, they are.
We-
And Explorers.
I'm sorry.
So, and it's
I
light.
blacked
It's a
out
light
for a
wood.
We
second.
got some of the original Gibson Karina wood.
Oh, can we
From
talk
Kalamazoo.
about
We got
stuff?
We got some of the
The
original
whole
stuff
body
from
is
the-
Oh my God, the whole body's Karina. It's light as a feather.
Yeah.
I have a
Karina
Karina
is a
guitar.
variant on mahogany.
I don't know why.
Cool.
Somehow I have a Karina guitar.
Yeah.
Does it
Hen-
have my face on it?
It does.
That's
it does.
sick.
Yeah.
Good.
Wow. Yeah.
The
So,
Hendrick generator is Karina.
you see?
Yeah.
See? So
I've had one this whole time.
You pretend like you didn't know, but you.
I think
you
I just
full
haven't
well.
had enough coffee because now that I'm thinking, I'm like, of course.
It's what?
Karina
It's
B,
100
all these
degrees in
things.
here, and it's slowing us down.
That's part of it.
It's slowing
and I was
us down.
slow out of the gate.
Yeah.
I mean, just biologically.
I'm perking up. So I get this custom bass by Z Guitars. It's white with a gold pick guard, just like old reliable. My old Fender P bass is great, and it looks great, and it plays great, and I'd be flying around the neck, playing fuzz bass lead lines like my plane is going down. Okay, great life,
New level.
great life,
Yeah.
new level. Pandemic, whatever, who knows? I don't know. I'm playing, it's great. And
Sure.
and then Zeke writes back, and he says, "You want another?" And I said, "Oh my God, what? Yes, I want it to be gold sparkle all over, but the same
Yeah.
shit, KR on the 12th fret, just like the old one, Anyway, and then this huge boy does it, dude. He does it, and then
Cool.
Goldie Hawn was reborn, and I'll bring it out. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
This
Here we go.
this I've seen this bass in photos and videos. Now I'm excited to see it. It's amazing.
She looks like this.
It's
Come
Whoa.
on with it.
big flake.
Yeah.
Everybody in the booth happy now? Yeah.
Wait, what is that neck
Maple.
made out of?
Flame maple.
Flame maple?
Beautiful.
Is it roasted?
How it's roasted.
It's roasted and
It
toasted.
looks roasted.
Oh, it's
It looks roasted.
Look,
and
it
what are
has
those
the-
inlays?
The inlay? I don't know, dude. They're gold. Or wait, this is a KR made out of mother of pearl. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Or whatever.
Wait, no, okay. And then the rest is some other stuff.
Stuff's happening.
That's my
and then we got the hip
scientific
shot.
assessment.
No need for a 5-string.
Right.
Life is good.
Have you changed that? You were talking about how you never changed your. Have you ever changed the
I
strings
have
on it?
never changed these strings.
Really?
Never changed these strings. I don't
Flat
believe
wound.
that. I don't believe that. Yeah.
I was just saying this. I never change my strings, but it's mostly out of laziness.
Sure. Well,
When- If I break a string, then I'll change all of them. That's my kind of.
that's-
I meet halfway.
Yes.
that's great. I hate holding things.
It's a
so you
good
should just
rule.
keep
Okay.
it over there.
What?
Let's just
said that's a
describe
good
it for a
rule.
second because we're
Yeah.
in a,
Oh yeah, it's gold, guys. It's
It's
gold
gold.
and it
and
sparkles.
it's got a
Big
clear
flake.
pick guard.
Yeah.
Wait, and you can see the guts of the
Oh yeah,
stuff.
look at that.
the
Cool.
knobs.
I will say this bit. I'm obsessed with it. It's phenomenal. It's great. But here's the thing: is that I've been doing a lot of traveling. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Playing music
The road.
for a living
Yeah.
in different places that aren't here.
Right.
Among them, Iceland, New Orleans, Mexico. Things where the temperatures,
Does
the
the neck move
temperatures.
around all
Oh,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
Can I-
So I have had some close calls with Goldie Hawn.
Mm.
Can
And
I-
even, yes, what do you
I
got?
don't know what I was going to say. I was going to ask you this. I just want to know. I want everybody to know. I was going to ask before she said that. I was going to ask, is the fact that you have the roasted maple on top, but then regular maple on the back so that they change at different things, make your neck unstable?
Right?
Good
Right?
part of
I
it.
mean, maybe.
in a way.
I just
Wait,
don't know.
that-
Flame maple definitely moves around a lot
Here,
more than
here.
just
Can I-
the regular.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
take it.
Flame maple is unstable.
Is it?
Like me.
I mean,
Oh.
Ah.
Wait, but then if it's roasted, then isn't it more stable?
Yes.
If
That's
it's
what I read
in
about.
fact
Yeah.
roasted?
I don't know, dude.
Isn't
I
that
don't-
why they roasted things?
That's
Yeah.
what
They-
apparently.
In my medical
I don't
opinion.
know. I think it probably. I don't know if it really helps the roasted toasted thing. It might a bit, but I,
I think it
that the
looks
age of the
cool.
wood is the most important thing.
That's the thing. She's a newborn. She
Right.
was just birthed in
Do you
December 2022. And then I just did all the worst things ever, like take her to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and then to Miami, like in a weekend.
Do
Like,
you
who
have-
does that?
Do you
I
have
love how
do you have to
he
take the neck, you have to take the
bent
neck
the
off, right?
Well, yeah. Well, here's the fucked up
This
thing.
is-
So here, one thing you got to know about your girl is I'm not like you, Cindy. I can't do anything. I can't do I can barely screw in a friggin' light bulb. Like I'm really incapable of a lot of things. But I am surrounded by a lot of geniuses and a team of experts, right? So to get this neck off, you have to perform open heart
Oh,
surgery,
yeah.
and it's a whole to do. So literally, like during Jazz Fest in New Orleans a couple weeks ago, I had the most humid 98-degree go fuck yourself performance, and I'm like literally feeling I'm losing frets. Like the
It's
shit
just
is
going dead, right?
so like this, all like to the 5th fret. Dead. Oh, can't get a sound out of that. Great. And then I had another thing, and my boy, shout out Adam November, my guitar player, in my hotel room, taking the neck off, doing the strings. I have no other strings. What's gonna happen for my 2 a.m. performance at the Blue Nile? I don't know what's gonna happen. So we're freaking out, and he's never done it. I'm calling Paul Nieto, my dear luthier friend on 14th Street. I'm like, Paul, and meanwhile it's like 11 p.m. his time. It's a Saturday night. I'm like, dude, what? It's not. How do I fix it? And he's like, well, Karina, you gotta be in tune to know where you stand. So make sure you're in tune. We're like, okay, we'll be in tune. And then he's like, are they lying close to the neck or blah blah blah? Anyway, he's like, how about another quarter turn? Give me another quarter turn. So like, anyway, we've had some close calls with this big girl, but I love this bass so much, and I get around great on her.
It's gorgeous.
The inlays aren't very cool. I'm trying to figure out what they are, because obviously with the clear coat on it, I mean, they almost look like wood in a way, but I don't.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
They almost look like
They look
copper,
old
or like.
they're.
I mean, they're not,
really
but
nice color to it.
I love this bass. This bass is great. We're stoked on this bass,
And this is brave too, because with the open cavity, if your soldering's not good.
Oh, and actually, you want
to see shitty soldering. No, it's cool.
This is actually a thicker piece of plastic than old Zeke put on, because what happened was day one of tour in February, literally day one, I had this bass around my neck. I, like we spoke about, maybe I use floor monitors, not in-ears for the most part, except on Seth Meyers. Sorry, story. And a friend of mine walked in, and I leaned down to go give him a hug, and I smashed this on my monitor, and then all the bits flew out.
Shit.
And I was like, oh great, day one, great.
Did you have both of them out on the road?
I did that time because it wasn't a fly-in. It was like a prop.
Does Mono make a double bass bag like they make a double guitar
They
bag?
do, but I don't have the strength for that. Like literally.
Those are heavy.
I can't. I can barely lift
the double
this one.
guitar one is heavy. The only point of it is to fool the airline.
They think it's
Exactly.
an acoustic. Yeah.
Oh, can I show you something else? Keep going.
I want to see the other bass too.
Okay. Here, I have a rat problem, you know what I'm saying? And then look, so that's the old school rat, and then this.
Whoa, what is that?
My friend Brian Fallon from the Gaslight Anthem.
Oh yeah.
He's a very dear friend, and this is the first pedal that he ever built.
That's 001.
Yeah, BF 001, y'all. And he put a vintage rat chip in it, and it's a little bit darker than a normal rat, and it is cool as hell. Huh. And I'm really stoked on it. And of course,
that's super cool.
I just thought I'd show you because it's in my gig bag.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I dig it.
It's cool. I have like 12 rats.
And that's a big rat.
That's like the OG. That's the OG 90s big boy. It's too big for your board.
But that's bigger than.
That's how they were.
This is the original one?
Yeah, that's how Procro made them first.
They used to be like that. When you see Cobain playing them, it's that
but
size.
Then I thought there's one that's like
that's the second.
Yeah, and there's a mini rat. Mini.
I have
mini
rat.
The mini rat's awesome.
It's the
I have it in my board.
Yeah. A mini rat.
Yeah.
You see? It's a great gift. Amazing gift.
Because I bought a mini rat and it was fucked up. And then they sent me another one. Yeah.
I love giving people mini rats. I'll know not to buy them for any of you guys, but
no, I would take a second mini rat.
Okay, great.
This is my question.
Talk to me
about pedals.
Yeah.
If you can make them mini, why not just make them all
because
mini?
there used to be batteries.
Oh.
Yeah, but we know there's not batteries anymore.
Well, some of the mini is kind of a pain in the ass.
How?
I mean, because then you start cramming your shit together too narrow.
Then you just put those
start fucking stomping on 3 at a time.
You put on your bare. But then that would sound cool though.
You gotta be dainty. You gotta be dainty with your footwork.
And you get those barefoot things that you can hit.
Can I warn you guys about something?
Sure.
I was at rehearsal the other day.
Stop bragging.
It's cool. Awesome. In Howell, New Jersey. It was fucking baller.
Oh, dude.
At the Jam Room.
Come on.
Yeah. And I succumb because everybody I see has those on running sneakers. I need a pair of running sneakers.
Yeah.
You can't. The bottom of the sole. This is a hot tip for everybody. Goes in and out. And when you try and hit your fucking pedals, the nubbin.
It's stuck.
Yes.
Come on.
It's like the most like you're hitting. You think you're hitting and you're not. So just you've been warned.
Yeah, but I'm
But-
flagging this whole thing because you shouldn't be wearing running shoes when you're rocking
At
all.
practice.
I
You
couldn't
shouldn't-
agree more.
At practice.
No, at practice you wear
4-hour
slip-on
rehearsal.
Vans. You wear slip-on Vans.
I mean, all right.
It was an orthopedic concern. I know. Okay, but I wanted to ask you about rats.
Talk to me.
Again.
Were you wearing shorts too?
I was.
Were you wearing
Were
a
you
swim
really
cap?
comfortable?
Did you come from the Equinox?
Ugh.
Oh,
Was I wearing a foam strap like wide? No, I wasn't.
Ugh.
Are you working a new record?
Yeah, like my plane's going down back there in that room over there. I'm writing. I'm putting myself on the train tracks in hopes that I get hit by the train every day. Yeah, no,
Whoa.
I'm writing a new record.
So you're showing up.
I'm just trying. I'm
I
trying.
want to see the other bass.
Oh yeah, here, pull it over.
Let's.
She's bad at baby.
I'm
guns.
the enabler.
There.
I'm your soul slayer as I lead you to self-destruction. That's fucked up that
Yeah.
you know that. That's amazing.
Is
yeah,
is that shorter scale also?
No, it's
That's
not.
regular.
This is a big
These
boy.
are wooden, right? I didn't know how many. Or are they wood?
No, I don't think so. Here,
No.
now we can change because now
Okay.
you actually know
I
what
want
you're
to look
talking
at
about
it.
and what things are made out of. I don't know what anything's made out of.
I like the inlays. That's a cool pattern.
It's cool, right? Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful instrument.
What year is it?
That's a great question. I don't even know. We gotta ask Dave.
It's cool too.
It's amazing in the studio. I'm too afraid to bring it outside because I'm afraid things will happen to it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah, no. So
Probably
it's
like a $9,000 bass, right?
maybe more. I
More?
don't know.
I like how they put the number on the end of the.
You do know. You just gave me that look that you know.
Yeah, because you
you
are
have it
just so
insured.
unbelievable asking that what things come free.
I'm
What does this
Jewish.
cost? I am too. Fuck off. Unbelievable, this guy.
I know.
115 pounds, yeah. 8 cups. I don't know. What else? What else? Yeah, what else we got? You know, free. Oh, yes, it was free. So was this. So was this. Free.
Breathe the water. The
Water's
rat.
free. My time. Free. Everything's
No,
free.
I'm just the reason I wasn't asking
No,
really
no.
specifically. It's just like whenever I look at alembics online, they're way more than I think.
No, I know. That's why it's crazy that we're even holding this right now. It's really a fucked up thing, and it's gone on so many of my recordings at this point, which is crazy, and I love it. Yeah, it really sounds good. Tracks very well. It has that alembic filter tone knob thing going on over there.
3-piece neck through.
Not bad. Not bad. Unlike this, what do you think? You can't tell because it's covered in sparkles, but I wonder how. Probably one. Probably one.
Maybe.
I like this. I think that's cool because
Yeah.
I love that he did that.
I'm into that.
We're
talking
talking about
about
how the neck plate is
Neck
kind
plate.
of
Bent.
contoured and bent over.
And is he big enough that he just did that with his hands? Do you think?
probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
He just
He's from
must-
Pennsylvania. He's strong. He's strong. I don't know. He goes fishing. So he's
Oh,
strong
there
enough
you go,
to,
yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
seriously, because I went to look for his website. Does he not build right now, or
I think you have to
you got to know?
send him a very strongly worded email
Right.
or
He-
something.
He's not.
Make guitars also?
He does. He made guitars for Dean Ween and a few he's made cool stuff, but he's
Nice.
like, I don't know, he's a very secretive luthier in the woods, which is cool.
That's the best.
There's a
kind.
picture of a
I know.
flying V he built that looks awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet. No, he's a bad motherfucker. He's amazing. And he literally will build your interiors. You know what I mean? Like cabinets,
Yeah.
fucking fridge that looks like a cabinet. Very
Oh, so
fancy.
you could do like a full themed
That's-
home.
Yeah.
You could do the whole thing.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
It's not bad. It's a one-stop shop for you.
I like that.
That's why we're all about it.
So
Yeah.
So when do you think next new record? 20.
If it's not next year, I'll hang it all up. It's going to be next year. We just don't know when.
Do you
We
have a lot
just
more
don't.
touring before then?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, yeah,
I don't
summer,
get
right?
off
Like,
the
yeah.
road, dude. Actually, right now I have 3 weeks off to hopefully write a million songs that I like, and this is the longest gap of the year without a gig,
Wow.
And I played a private gig on Monday and I was like, oh my God, I don't have another gig till when? What's going to happen? Because it's not good for me. That's really not I have like a need to.
You could follow him
To be home
crowd.
or to
No,
be away?
no. Well, it's not about home or away. It's about performance.
You need
I need it. I like it. I like live.
right.
Live. You know what I mean? I'm like, addicted to the live thing, you know.
Do you feel like you're ceasing to exist if you haven't been?
Big time. Yeah. And it's only been like, what, 4 days?
Yeah.
3?
I mean, you're like 2 inches smaller than you were when you came into the studio.
Well, that's why, you have to schedule like 100 interviews to feel something. Yeah. That's why I was at Sirius XM all day yesterday. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah. No, I know. It's just like that. Somebody give me. I'm an only child, man. I've been, I as a kid, like, growing up,
Likewise, by the way.
Yeah. Respect.
Can you tell?
Yeah. We love this.
Yeah.
We love this. So, I would, like in my parents' apartment building, like the elevator, I would just go in the elevator and just stay there and just wait for people to ride the elevator so that I could perform for them. And I'd be like, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtag. And the same with taxi cabs. Because it was all like, if you were stuck with me, good fucking luck. You get a little routine. Or a comedy.
Taxi cabs, like you would just hail them and get in them.
Well, you tail it. Well, no, it would just be like, I knew that, like, okay, like we're going from 72nd Street. Okay, it's like 10 minutes I have to like really wow this guy.
Oh,
That's really, and it wasn't all music.
Did
like
I just
sometimes.
drink your water?
No, dude.
Okay.
God damn it.
I'm really
Causing a lot of problems with me today. I don't know. No.
So that's wow.
So that's neither here nor there. I just thought you should know that about me now that we're new friends.
Did you have to bring humor into your home to diffuse things?
Things didn't need diffusing, but
that was my jam.
Yeah, to diffuse things. Yeah. No, it was very stable and diffused, But I brought humor into the home because I'm a psychopath who can't say anything without making it a joke. Class clown, attention. I don't know. There's probably something in there, Is there a shrink in the control booth?
That's the next episode.
Yeah. Can I come back?
Yes.
I feel like we just scratched the surface, but no, I don't know. I like to perform. It's fun. It's the best, So studio's hard for me. Studio,
right.
And then you have to be all like, even if you write songs about stupid things, you still have to like write them. You know what I mean? You have to be open and honest or not, but you have to just, it's a whole, I don't know, live, I just throw caution to the wind and you've already written those songs,
I find that the thing about people in the studio when I'm watching them record, which I do a lot because it's my job.
We love that.
Is the people who continue to do it. And this, you may just tell me to go fuck myself again. You have to be able to work.
We're all going to tell you.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be how the show
I'll let them
ends.
do it. I'll let them do it. Yeah.
Is the ability to focus and work hard on a song, even if you know it's not the best song you ever wrote.
Yeah, it's very tough.
But you gotta.
Tough. Yeah. Totally. No, that's a really hard thing. And it's also, it's really hard to give yourself permission to write bad, like songs that you're not that proud of, but like finish them, or at least try to finish them. You know what I mean? You're just like, it's not as good as that other one.
Something's got to be track 9.
Here we fucking go. But that's all. Yeah. But no, not even like something, yes, some things have to be track 9, but some things also have to just be written to clear out the pipes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you just have to, you get to the good one.
Finish things to, clear it out and get it out of your head and let it stop tormenting you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Because that also is a big,
I do that all the time. Just finish something just so it would get out of my life.
Yeah, same. It's hard. It's hard though, because if you're just like, fuck, this is just to get it out of my life.
But then, but sometimes those are the things that are the greatest things.
You never know.
You gotta clear those pipes. You gotta clear the pipes to get to the good shit.
I look at it as like a snail leaves that slimy trail.
It's like a creative slime trail.
Everything I do, I'm like, it's this, whatever it is, performing live, music, books, whatever. I'm just like, it's just gross. Get it out of me. And then I'm a millionaire.
Live behind. Yeah, that's the only way. It's the only way.
They just dropped the curtain on top of us.
Okay, so
you are the best. Thank you for coming here. No,
come on.
We have to tell Tom to go fuck himself.
Tom,
go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I can't even believe you.
That's what I've wanted the whole time. I feel great.
You said earlier.
My friend was like, I just want Nikki Glaser to tell me to go fuck myself. But like, I'm second best to that, so go fuck yourself.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like, I just wanted to tell me to.
Thank you, Karina.
Thanks for having me, guys. All bullshit
Karina.
aside.
Welcome to Axe Lords, and we'll send you a t-shirt when we have.
When we have shirts and anything, we have box water. We'll get you another box water.
Thank you so much.
And there's a luggage scale coming your way.
Oh, good.